to film this video before, but I got really awkward and I did my makeup really bad, and I still want to answer your questions, and I'm just gonna give it another try. Hi! I originally planned to make this video when I was getting ready to go and see Burn the Stage, the movie, in cinemas with my sister. I watched it on the day that it came out and I was so excited too, and I was gonna do my makeup really fancy, and I was going to film a get ready with me and a Q&A as well to make it a bit less boring. So I asked for your questions and I got loads back, and then I tried filming the video and it went really bad. Like, it just couldn't have gone any worse. So I just never got around to filming it, and I still want to because I want to answer your questions. So even though I have absolutely zero plans today other than revising and doing work, I thought what better way to procrastinate than do my makeup and answer your questions, even though I've got no reason to do my makeup. Just why not? Let's give it a go. Hi, I'm sorry I didn't introduce myself if you are new. My name is Hannah, as you can probably tell by the name of my channel. On this channel usually what I've been putting up has been covers and vlogs from when I went to America with my family on holiday this summer. I've still got 3 more of those to go up, but 3 of them are out so far. And I've also filmed one slightly different video, which was a get unready with me, my evening skincare routine, which has actually very much changed since then, so I'm going to be redoing that soon. But get ready with me's and Q&As and just kind of sit down talky kind of videos are the sorts of things that I also want to be making. So I'm just going to give it a shot and see how it goes. So I hope that you enjoy. I have got a snack with me. I've got a little orange because I am hungry, and I have got your questions on my phone, and I'm going to go get my makeup now. Okay, so I zoomed the camera out a bit, got my makeup, put my little headband on. Let's get started. I have actually got a bit of concealer on right now because I filmed another video earlier on today and my skin is just suffering recently, basically. I haven't been looking after it well enough, so it just needs a bit of help. I want to tell you something, basically. My little sister, if you didn't know, her name's Ella. She is an incredible singer, and she recently started an Instagram account for her singing. She started it yesterday. I'm still blown away by how good she is at singing. It's just kind of puts me to shame, but basically what I'm trying to say is that you need to go follow her. I'll put her @ on the screen right now because I don't remember it exactly. Go like her recent post and go follow her, and she's only 13. You won't regret it. These oranges are so good. I think they're from Costco. Very tasty. So I've got my little pocket mirror thingamajiggy here. And I'm going to start off with some BB cream. This is the Garnier BB cream. I think it's like a 5-in-1 type thing. It's quite light coverage, which is nice because you don't have to worry about it getting cakey or anything. And my first question is, who is my bias in Blackpink? Starting off straight with the K-pop. My bias in Blackpink is Jennie. My obsession with Jennie is a little bit intense. She is just, I don't even know why I love her so much, but she's so incredible. And please tell me you have listened to Solo. If you're not even a fan of like K-pop music, there's this member of a group called Blackpink called Jennie, and she released a solo song recently called Solo, and the music video, the song, the dance, everything, the makeup, the locations that they chose to film at, all absolutely amazing, and just 10 out of 10 would recommend. Actually 9 out of 10 would recommend. The only thing that gets a 10 out of 10 is going to check out my little sister singing account. I know how to promo, what can I say? Next up, let's get this question out the way. When am I doing my next readathon by Hannah? And all I'll say is, go check my most recent video on a throne of books that I literally just uploaded. I don't want a lot of BB cream, I just want a base. So, I'll go on to concealer now. I am using the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat Concealer in basically the palest shade you will ever find it, because I am as white as paper. I've got no colour in me. I just look very ill all the time. So let's just make me even more pale with a practically white concealer. And my next question is, what is my favourite French word? Okay, so I study French at school for GCSEs, and I very much love learning French. And I don't know why, I think I've got 2 favourite French words. The first one is maintenant, and I might have said that very wrong, just kind of my pronunciation. But it means now. And I think the reason why I love it so much is just because it's such an extra way of saying the word now. Our word for now is 3 letters, 1 syllable, now. Like, quick. It reflects how we're doing something immediately. But maintenant is just a bit long, and I think that just makes me laugh. And I don't know why I get amused by that, but it's just always been a word that I've remembered because it's so long compared to the English word being so short. And the other word that I was gonna say is quelquefois, which just means sometimes. Je ne sais pas pourquoi. quelquefois. It's just a nice word, isn't it? By the way, I will not be able to get through all the questions because there were just so many more than I was expecting, and I don't think that I've got enough makeup to get through all of them. But I'll get through as many as I can. The next question is, what is my favourite city in the world? I love so many cities. I'm very much a city gal, so I will generally prefer cities that I visited to countryside, even though nature is beautiful, don't get me wrong. But I will generally prefer cities. Just a few of the cities that I've loved. Chicago in America was probably my favourite city. I also liked LA, but I think I preferred Chicago, definitely, actually. Sydney, Australia. I could easily imagine myself living there if things weren't so expensive. I love Paris. Paris is such a beautiful city. I really want to own a house in Paris one day. Well, an apartment in Paris one day. I think that would be like the dream. Anybody wanna rent out an apartment with me so it's not as expensive? Hit me up. But yeah, there are so many lovely cities all around the world. Is my concealer done? I could do a bit more actually. Next question, what's my dream uni or what do I want to major in? Okay, so I don't have like a particular dream uni, but I think that if I went to uni in the UK, I would want to stay in London, preferably. But if I could, I would want to go studying abroad somewhere. But what I want to major in, okay, the ultimate dream would be to go to film school. Because when I'm older, I want to be a director, in particular, a music video director, but just director in general. So going to film school would be like the ultimate, you know, get to do what I love to do. Next up, what should I do next? Should I do eyebrows? Just tackle the hardest bit now. So the first thing that I'm using is the Rimmel Brow This Way Brow Styling Gel. I just nicked this from my sister. And the question is, when and why did you get into K-pop? Okay, I got into K-pop in April of this year because of my older sister actually. She came into my room and she got really into it. Well, she came into my room and she was like, just let me show you just one video, one music video and one crack video of BTS. And I was like, oh, fine, whatever. Like, oh, you're so annoying. And she showed me one video and I was just like, play another one. And this was at around 11 in the evening and we just watched K-pop videos for hours on end. That was such an amazing day. I fell into the K-pop hole so quick, but I love it and I would not change it for the world. To actually fill in my brows, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Brow Envy Brow Shaping and Defining Kit. Also nicked this from my sister. Thank you, Alyssa. I love you. I hope this doesn't go too badly. There are two colours in here, blonde and brunette. I think I'm just going to go for blonde because I'm a bit scared to do brunette. The next question is, what inspires me to film videos? I get inspired by so many things. Mostly I get inspired by people and by my dreams and like things that I want to do when I'm older. Different videos get inspired by different people because like vlogs will be inspired by, mostly actually nowadays they're inspired by Jungkook from BTS and his GCF videos that he does. But booktube, I am inspired by all booktubers. Just any booktuber out there inspires me. Especially I'd say Sasha from A Book Utopia and Emma from Emma's Books. I also get inspired by my sisters, both older and younger. I especially look up to my older sister just because of everything successful that she's managed to do, getting into such a good uni and everything. And my little sister's like kind of drive and passion is also very inspiring. So I can learn a lot from both of them. My parents inspire me very, very much. They're both so hardworking. Now I'm just talking about people that inspire me rather than what especially inspires me to film videos. But I draw inspiration from anywhere I can. I can't really see what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna look in a bigger mirror, one sec. About 10 minutes since you last saw me and I got my sister to do my eyebrows for me because they were a bit of a mess. Okay, I'll do eyeshadow first. First thing I'm going to be using is just this Sephora eyeshadow. It literally doesn't have anything about what colour it is, it just says colourful on it, so that's all I've got to go by. I'm sorry. This is the only brush that I've got and it's got purple all over it. This might not go very well, but let's just give it a shot. Question is, do I have an internet friend? I do have an internet friend. My very good friend who lives in Germany called Sarah. She used to have a booktube channel but she doesn't use it anymore, but we still talk every single day. Our snap streak has been going on for, let me check now, 229 days. But I absolutely love Sarah. We keep using the Snapchat filter of like this bowling game and she's so much better at it than me. It's just a bit sad. We used to always play Connect 3 on that game, but now it's this bowling game that I just can't seem to do for some reason. Okay, and speaking of Sarah, she also asked me some questions on Twitter. Who's your female bias and bias wrecker? My female bias, like I said before, just out of all girl groups, is Jenny. And my bias wrecker is Rose. Do I love you? Of course I love you. Who was my first Bangtan bias and bias wrecker? My first Bangtan bias was Min Yoongi And my first bias wrecker was John Jungkook. She also asked my current bias and bias wrecker. My current bias is still Min Yoongi, and my bias wrecker is every single one of them, because sometimes I question whether I've got a bias because I just love them all so much. But no, Yoongi will always have a special place in my heart for many reasons, so there's that. I'm also going to be using that purple eyeshadow that I was talking about, so hopefully even if I did get purple onto my eyes right now, it doesn't matter because I'm putting purple on them anyway. I'm using the Revlon Colorstay Cream Eyeshadow in the colour 740 is the number, the colour? I'm not really sure. But it's purple and it's really pretty. And this next question made me laugh so much. Who's the oldest sibling? So this has got to be between Alyssa and I because I'm obviously older than Ella. Alyssa is nearly 19. And I just turned 16. So Alyssa is definitely the older sibling. I don't know, it just made me laugh that I could pass for being older than Alyssa. I don't know. Alyssa's the older one. That's the answer. That's the answer to your question. Next question is on to the topic of school. When are my mocks? My mocks are from the 10th of December to the 20th. Is that right? Let me check. Basically, they're really soon and I have not done enough revision yet. Yeah, the 10th to the 20th. Those are my exam dates. And then what GCSE options am I taking and what A-levels am I going to take? So the GCSEs that I'm taking are all the compulsory ones for my school. So obviously we've got English, Literature, English Language, Maths. I'm doing triple science and I've also got to do RS as a compulsory subject. And then we also have to do a language and I'm doing French, like I said before. We also have to take either history or geography. We get to choose. We can also take both, but it's compulsory to take at least one of them, and I chose history. Although I kind of wish I chose geography, but never mind. And then alongside that, I also have two options. So I am doing media, and I also chose to do music. Okay, so I took my music GCSE early. I took it in year 9. You usually take GCSEs in year 11, which is the year that I'm currently in. I took it in year 9 and I got an A star in it. So I decided to take the AS early as well, which is the kind of first section of an A level. And I started it, I did it for a year in year 10. And at the beginning of year 11, I dropped it because I'm not doing the whole A level. I always knew that. And I wasn't getting the grades that I wanted, considering how much work I was putting in. It just wasn't worth the amount of time and stress that it was taking and causing me, so I just decided to drop it. It's so funny, my eyes are so hooded, so whenever I put on any eyeshadow you just can't see it. Okay, next question. What's my favourite season and what's my favourite time of year and why? My favourite season has got to be autumn because it's got my birthday. We have got the weather changes, so it starts to get darker, but also the colours associated with autumn, so the orange, yellow, red, even though those aren't my favourite colours, just kind of the colour scheme of autumn is very pretty and cosy. You start to wear jumpers again and the weather isn't too cold, but it's not like boiling anymore. We've also got Halloween and bonfire night. It's in the run up to the end of the year, which I'll talk about in a second. Even though we start school again, there are lots of reasons why I love autumn, despite hating school and the whole back to school process. So, I mean, it's hit and miss, but overall, it's still my favourite season. And my favourite time of year, like I said I would talk about, is Christmas time! I am feeling so happy nowadays because Christmas is so close. Yesterday I spent the afternoon and evening just walking around central London and the South Bank with the Christmas market and everything with one of my best friends, and we just took tons of pictures and it was just so amazing. Just the Christmas atmosphere. I'm always so happy. I love the songs, I love the evenings, I love the lights, I love how everyone's together with family and celebrating, and it makes me so happy I could cry. And then straight after Christmas we've got New Year, and New Year's Eve I've always associated with having an absolutely amazing night. So Christmas in particular and the run up to Christmas, but also New Year's Eve. I think that is my eyeshadow done. I don't know how much more I can do. That's good enough. So now onto mascara. I've nicked my sister's mascara because I don't have a good one. This is the Lash Accelerator Endless by Rimmel London. Oh, someone said they're going to see Burn the Stage tomorrow as well. That would have been on the same day that I was going. Oh, I hope you had fun. I'm sure you loved it just as much as I did. It was absolutely incredible. They've also asked me what's my favourite BTS song, and I'm sorry, but there is just absolutely no way to answer that question. I just realised that I forgot to curl my lashes. Oh no. What got me into BTS and what is it that I love so much about the members? I am not kidding when I tell you that I could literally write a book on this. So I'm so sorry, but I'm not going to answer this now because this could be a minimum 2.5 hour long video, just me talking about BTS and why I love them and what they mean to me and why they mean so much to me. So I will save that for another time. If people actually want to see that, I will make a basically endless video on that. When am I going to do more baking videos? This would have been asked before my recent one came out. If you didn't know, I do a baking series with my little sister on my other channel. We have now 2 episodes out and I want to do a 3rd one around Christmas time. But Christmas baking is the best baking, really. I forgot about this. Okay, so my sister, my older sister Alyssa, knows my answer to this, so she asked me this on purpose. And the question is, what is my favourite video I've ever filmed? And this makes me angry because my favourite video that I've ever filmed is one of my very, very first videos. The reason why it makes me angry is because compared to the top quality content that you get from this video, it has nowhere near enough views. Not enough people have seen it. It's a masterpiece. And that is my kittens video from when my cat had kittens. It is just, I think, nearly 7 minutes of just absolute heaven. Just bliss, pure bliss. Little fluffy ragdoll kittens. Not enough people have seen that video. So I'm going to link that in the cards, in the link down below. I'm just going to put that everywhere I can because people deserve to see that. If you're ever feeling down, that is just the perfect way to cheer yourself up. If you're feeling happy, that's just a perfect way to make yourself feel even better. There's just never a time not to watch it. After you finish this video, I have put that onto your list of plans. Just clear out your plans for the rest of the day and play that video on repeat. So there's that. I think I just got some mascara in my hair. Do I listen to any other K-pop groups? I listen to very many K-pop groups, not insane amounts. I only really stan BTS. I listen to Blackpink, as you've probably assumed, twice. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of their new song, I still love them. I used to listen to Pentagon more than I do now because after the whole Hyuna Hyojung thing, because Hyojung was my bias and now he's not there anymore. But Hyuna, there you go. Triple H, I love Triple H. Even though there's not going to be any more music from Triple H. That just makes me so sad. I listen to Sunmi, NCT, especially NCT Dream, but also NCT 127, Produce 48 songs, Red Velvet, IU, I love IU. I love Wow Thing, which is a song with many artists that I love. I need to listen to more Girls' Generation, but I love Little Touch, which is the recent one. There's an artist called Lucia. I don't know if it's Lucia or like Lucia or Lucia, but on Spotify that is her album, or one of her albums, I'm pretty sure. And it's just absolutely incredible. G-Idol! How could I forget about G-Idol? There have got to be more that I've forgotten and I'm gonna feel bad for having forgotten them. Ace! Oh my god, I love Ace. How could I forget about Ace? Okay, Ace are underrated and deserve way more love. I listened to a bit of GOT7. I need to try and get into them more. There's a lot of K-pop that I love. What do I need to put on next? So I've done my eyes and my eyebrows. I'll do some highlighter. So I'm using the Lush Feeling Younger Skin Tint, which I'm pretty sure you're meant to like mix in with your BB cream or foundation, but I just use it as highlighter. It's really pretty. It's got such a lovely like shine. I've gone through all the questions that I'd marked to answer, so now I am kind of shook that I managed to get through all that and still not finish my makeup. What else can I answer? Hope World or Augusty? Sarah, are you kidding me? As if there's an answer to that. Okay. Are you a Kitty, Margot, or a Lara Jean? I think that I wish I was a Kitty, but I am a Lara Jean. I do relate to Lara Jean in many ways. I am a middle child with one older and one younger sister. I'm more on the introverted side, which I find that Lara Jean is as well. My older sister is just off to uni now, so in the same way that Margot is. I just relate to Lara Jean in many ways. So I'd say I'm a Lara Jean. My favourite binge on Netflix. I used to binge watch Netflix quite a bit more than I do now. I just don't really have time now. I completely binge watched Gossip Girl. Thing is, with lots of shows on Netflix that I've binged watched, I never finished. So I never finished Suits, I never finished House, I never finished Teen Wolf or The Vampire Diaries. I got many seasons in, but I just never finished them. Gossip Girl is probably the only really long one that I actually finished. Oh, I would say a very binge-worthy series on Netflix is Merlin. At least I hope it's still on there. I watched Merlin like as episodes were coming out with my grandma and my sister. I don't remember what happened in them because I was quite young, but I do have my favourite episodes which I go back and regularly watch because Merlin, the BBC version of Merlin, such a good show. Oh, I think I've only got lips left now. My camera just stopped recording because I ran out of space on my card and I didn't realise. So I have put on lip balm since it shut off, and I gave you 3 non-K-pop song recommendations because I was asked my 3 favourite songs at the moment and I couldn't choose, so I had to cancel out K-pop, and then I just, rather than saying my 3 favourites because I can't choose favourites, I just gave you recommendations. And those were Come Out and Play by Billie Eilish, East Side by Benny Blanco, Halsey and Khalid, and Thank You Next by Ariana Grande. And the lip balm that I put on was the Be Natural Pomegranate lip balm. I don't know where you get this from, but it's a nice lip balm. I also realised that my eye makeup looks really, really bad on camera, but will you believe me if I promise you it actually looks decent in real life? I swear that it looks nice, I promise. Will shining a light make a difference? I hope this doesn't make it look even worse. I think it's just because my skin complexion right now is just not really flattered by any colour. But it's fine. I like purple, so I put it on anyway. I don't have any more time to answer questions because the only thing I've got left is lip colour and I can't really talk while doing that. But what I am using is okay, this is so cute. The Tony Moly Petite Bunny Gloss Bar. This is the colour that I'm using. I am going to look up which one it is because I don't know. It is the number 6 Juicy Orange one. I've also got one of these in Neon Yellow, which is number 8, and that's the one that I wear to school because it's not as much colour and we're not allowed makeup in school, but this is what I wear when I'm doing my makeup otherwise. I love these so much. They're so cute. I do have lipsticks, but I tend to just wear like glosses or tints because they're easier to put on and easier to keep on, more or less. Guess whose camera just shut off again? At least I caught it in time this time. I have now finished my makeup and it still looks really, really, really bad on camera. I think it's also this yellow lighting in my room just isn't doing me favours. I'm gonna take off this headband now, hope that my hair hasn't messed up too much, and show you the final result. Maybe I'll go into better lighting if I can find it. Oof, my hair. Oh, okay. This could be worse, could be better, but that could be worse, right? So this is the final look. Does shining a light on me help? I can see all my, like, do you know when you go to the opticians and they shine the light in your eye and you can see the... I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, I can see those little, kind of the inside of my eye right now. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I hope to do more videos like these in the future because I've really enjoyed it actually. Let me know if you enjoyed it as well. I'd love to know if you would like to see them. I mean, I'll probably make them even if not many people want to see them, just for fun. But I do want to film a cover because I haven't uploaded one in so long. I want to do that soon. Probably going to be Lovely by Billie Eilish. So please look forward to that. I look forward to filming it. Just in case you forgot, 2 things on your to-do list. Go follow my little sister's singing page and go and watch my kittens video because you're really just missing out. You're not doing yourself a favour if you don't go watch it. So yeah. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time I do a video like this. Bye bye.